I'm Carl Anthony, and welcome to AutoSens, the world's leading community for ADAS and autonomous vehicle technology development. We create best-in-class events, training, and information to connect engineers, scientists, and automotive industry experts across the globe. Joining us today is Quentin Noir. He's a product manager for Lynred. Now, Quentin is not only going to be talking to us about Lynred, but also the Heliaus project and what that project is doing with regard to external, outside the car, and then in-cabin, inside the vehicle. So, Quentin, thank you for joining us and welcome to AutoSens.
Thank you, Carl. Hi.
So, Quentin, as we begin here, tell us about Lynred. Just give us an overview of the company and the work that you're doing today.
So, Lynred is a company that is making thermal sensor in different wavelengths. We are a company that belongs to two big French companies called Thales and Safran, more related to the defense industry, but we cover also commercial application and industrial application. And in the commercial application, we also see that there is a strong need for thermal images for automotive applications.
Now, with regard to the Heliaus project, Quentin, can you tell us about the project and then who the partners are?
So, the project is an European funded project. So we gathered several companies in different fields to innovate in the field of thermal sensors. So focus on, as you said, out of cabin and the in cabin. So we get some big industrial partners like the famous third one, Denso. We get also Umicore, that is a leading company in the material application. And we have also Xperi, that is a partner, a strong partner for in cabin. And we get also startups. So in the startup side, we have a company called Next to You, specified in the in-cabin application in Italy. And also another brain that is a startups working in computer vision, new techniques like semantic segmentation, located in Paris. And we have also the chance to get universities, so the University of Galway, NUYG, and also the University of Rennes, dedicated in material research. And also we have the institutes and research partner. So we get the well-known CEA in France with two departments involved, one in the material and the technical development, and one in the computer vision applications. And we have also the ONERA and the Fraunhofer IPT dedicated to optics engineering and assembly.
So a very extensive ecosystem there, Quentin. Tell us now, what are some of the objectives and goals then of the Heliaus project?
Yeah, so the project gets three, or let's say four objectives. The first one and the most important is to demonstrate and enable new use cases for thermal applications for automotive, for out and in cabin, and to also make education and promote that. The other objective we are more specifically related to the techniques. Our goal is to specify the future sensor needed for those applications and to develop them thanks to the technical partners.
You have at this time, Quentin, some exciting new announcements around the Heliaus project and some exciting news. Can you share with us what those announcements are?
Yeah, so we work hard since now 3 years and a half to develop a new pixel pitch on the sensor side. And we don't work alone only on the sensor that is really complex, but we also work with the optics to get the great combination and to propose to the market and to the community the good approach for the system.
Quentin, what are the benefits of thermal imaging?
So the thermal imaging is a different imagery in different wavelengths that the visible spectrum. It works with the heat of the scenes. So there is the heat of the people, there is of the outside, the environment, and we make images of that. And the benefits of looking and seeing the heat is that there is no interaction or few interaction with weather condition or lighting, for example. So for the outside of cabin, we can see pedestrian in full dark, for example, in front or in back of the vehicle. So it helped to improve the safety of car, like for ADAS features, but also for autonomous vehicles. And for in-cabin, there is also application related to the body himself, to the physiology. So you can detect, for example, overheating, or you can predict some behavior of the driver, like drowsiness or drunk states. So it helps to cover all the field. Yeah. And with the bad weather, there is also good application for the out of cabin, like the fog, for example.
Right. Yes. And so the out of cabin benefits, the exterior looking forward ADAS, and for pedestrian protection, the thermal imaging there. But Quentin, as we said too, also your expertise is in the cabin, inside the cabin, and in the automotive industry right now. This is one of the biggest topics of discussion: driver monitoring, occupant monitoring. So, Quentin, tell us a little bit about the work you're doing specifically with in-cabin applications.
So for in-cabin application, yeah, we deeply focus on 5 use cases. The first one is the thermal comfort estimation. So you can assess with an image of the face, for example, of the driver or the passenger too, if they feel well in the car or in the mobility device. The drowsiness too. So if they are drowsy, if they need a stop. In fact, you will emit some information much more earlier than the visible spectrum. So you can really predict the states of the driver and the emotion too, if you are angry or different emotions. The drunkenness too can be detected by the thermal, and also we can focus on the driver, but also for the passenger, for example, like more the occupancy monitoring systems, or we could imagine also with the child presence detections use cases.
Quentin, from all of us here at AutoSens and In-Cabin, want to thank you for your time. Want to encourage all of our viewers to do some research on the Heliaus project. And Quentin, of course, thank you for your time, sharing your expertise and your thought leadership with us. I look forward to seeing you in Brussels, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you too. Yeah, we are really impassioned to welcome you on the booth in AutoSens.
For more interviews like this, subscribe to the AutoSens YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn. For more information on our world-class events and technical training, visit auto-sense.com. That's auto-sense.com. On behalf of AutoSens and In-Cabin, ahead of meeting in Brussels, I'm Carl Anthony.